Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. Now, good people, it seems the left or those who support it are on a roll to convince everyone to get the jab. Now, as you see here in this headline, they got the Dr. Jerome Adams, the former Surgeon General. You remember him. He says he quotes, freedom argument is bunk. The ones who are holding out on the anti-vaccine, because they feel their liberties are at jeopardy. It is their liberty to decide. He says that's bunk. He sees that as that's a bunk argument. Now, this is an educated man. I do believe a former military man here saying bunk. Okay, so thank you all for subscribing. It is growing, and let's keep this movement going because I think it is needed. And we're going to talk about some things here in dealing with, the jab. So, not really anything too bad, but we just really need to discuss some things here. But let's get to the good doctor here. Now, as you see here, this is Dr. Jerome Adams, our former Surgeon General. The one who received serious backlash from the black community about that comment he made about Big Mama. Remember that? Yeah. What a shame, how things simply do not change. Now, Mr. Dr. Adams says to hell with your freedom to choose, that is. Now, let's read here on what the good doctor had to say. So, here's the quote. We need to help people understand that this freedom argument is bunk. This is an educated man, good people. The freedom argument is bunk. This is an educated man. I do believe a military man, if I'm not mistaken, probably Navy. Freedom. I'm just saying allegedly, if he is, freedom. Really? Okay, all right. I mean, at the end of the day, we are losing freedoms because people are unvaccinated. I don't understand how you correlate that to. We are losing freedoms because people are unvaccinated. No, sir. We're losing freedoms because people like you who support the left, who trying to get people to do something they have a right to choose not to do. That's what it is. Now, Adams said, adding, the consequences are, he goes on to quote here, as I said last week, more mitigation. And as I'm telling you this week, I'm predicting closures in the future, because we are not going to be able to rein the variant back in before we get enough spread that it's going to start causing closures again, unquote. Now, this is before Dr. Fauci. I'll do a video on him in a minute. Dr. Fauci said there were not going to be any closures. So you see here, the good Dr. Jerome Adams know what you're talking about. But then again, the left keeps flip-flopping back and forth. First you wear masks, then you don't wear masks, then you don't wear masks, then you wear masks, then you don't, then you do, then you don't. They don't know. Anyway, let's go on the quote here. He continues. The truth is, the American people need to know we're going to be living with COVID for a while. Like the flu? Adams said, goes on to quote, and we can live with it. Like the flu? Okay. But we all need to pull together and use the tools that God has given us. And what tools are that, sir? The miracles that God has given us. And what miracles are that, sir? To overcome this terrible pandemic. Unquote. Now, as the unvaccinated account for the vast majority of new COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths, but millions still refuse the vaccine, Adams believes we're in for a long fight. Fight with who, sir? You mean against the so-called virus, I presume? Or are you implying a fight against the unvaccinated? Things that make you go, Okay, bruh. Now you didn't come off too well last year with the Big Mama comment. Now you have the nerve to show your face again and make another ridiculous comment regarding our freedoms. All this fuss over trying to get people to get the jab because they don't want to do it. Well, it must rain to be true. Too much education can make one stupid. All right, good people, sad to say, but that's it for today. And remember, if you have a bad day, stay strong and hold on to your freedom so you can be okay. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.